It's finally time to reveal what that project is, and I'm so excited. Hey there everyone, my name is Haley, and welcome back to Stella Luna. So before we get into the episode, I just wanted to let you guys know that a lot of this audio of my voice that you're hearing was recorded after the episode was recorded. So if I forget to say a couple things or if stuff doesn't really seem like it matches up, that's my bad. I had messed with some of the microphone settings and the audio got really, really choppy and weird, and some parts just didn't record at all. So that's why I have done this commentary afterwards and I put it in later with editing. So just wanted to let you guys know about that, and I also want to apologize for the stuff that I do leave in of the original audio because it is very choppy and cuts off in weird places, but hopefully you'll still be able to get what I'm trying to say to you guys. So last episode I had mentioned that we'd be moving to a new location to start our big project for the series, and that's why I'm in this random lavender field that we've never been in before, and that's completely new to you guys, and that is because I needed a lot of space and a nice area to build the big project that we are going to be working on. And it's finally time to reveal what that project is, and I'm so excited because the goal for this series is for everybody to have their own little city or town or area that they can call their own. But I'm not going to just be building a city, I'm going to be building an amusement park. So basically like a Disneyland, but in Minecraft is what I'm gonna try to go for. And I'm going to call this amusement park Pixieland because I'm unoriginal and uncreative, and that's all I could come up with. But anyway, so this amusement park is going to feature games and roller coasters and rides and stuff like a normal theme park would, but it's also going to be like my base of operations. So I'm going to have stuff like farms and mob grinders and technical builds like those. And they're all going to, there's going to be like a big sorting system to sort all my items. It's going to be like my base disguised as and hidden within an amusement park. So I think it's going to be really cool. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing I need to do is set up water mills because my wings currently don't work because I'm outside of the range of grid power that my house has back near spawn. So I need to set up new water mills in this area because it's going to be very important that I'm able to fly around when I'm building stuff here. So last time I set up the water mills, I did do it off camera. So this time I will do it on camera and show you guys what I'm doing. So first of all, I kind of designated two different 3x3 areas, and then I did it in water because you need water for the water mills to work, obviously, but I kind of blocked off everything except for the two opposite corners of each 3x3 area. So the two opposite corners of each area have water in them. Everything else is filled in right now. The next step is to make the water mills. So in order to do this, you need 12 stone burnt, 4 redstone gears, and 2 resonating redstone crystals. To make the stone burnt, you have to make polished stone first by putting 4 stone bricks in a square shape in the crafting table, and then you put that polished stone into a resonator and power it with grid power. And you have to first use a manual mill. You have to make and use a manual mill to get the grid power so that the resonator will work. But then from there, you can make like water mills or whatever and get power a lot easier. So then the redstone gears are made with 4 redstone torches and a wood plank. You just put the wood plank in the middle and the redstone torches around it, and you get your gears. And then I already had the resonating crystals just from mining a bunch of redstone, but I'm pretty sure they can be crafted as well. I just don't remember or know how to do that, so your best bet probably would just be to go mining. So once you have all of those materials, you can go ahead and craft the water mills. You put the stone burnt on the top and the bottom rows, the crystal right in the center, and then 2 gears on either side, and ta-da! You have a water mill, and then you do it one more time and you have 2. So then you're going to put those watermills in the centers of the 3x3 areas, and then break away the remaining 6 blocks in each of the areas so that the water will flow around the sides of the watermills, and then your wings should start working. So let me go ahead and try to explain how the watermills work exactly. So the way they work is that they generate power from the water flowing around the sides, and the stronger the flow of the water, the more power is generated. So the wings take 32 grid power total to function. The strongest flowing water is the one that flows out directly from like the source block of water, which is why the placement is the way it is, because then it's like there's the source block and then one block next to it is the strongest flow of water, and that strongest flow of water is touching each of the 4 sides of the watermill, and then that generates 16 grid power total for one watermill, which means it generates 32 total for both watermills, which is enough for your wings to work. So now that I have wings, I also needed to make a waystone so I could easily teleport to and from Pixieland instead of walking like 1,000 blocks to get there. So first I needed another warp stone. I didn't want to use the one that I used to teleport, so to make that you need 4 purple dye, 4 ender pearls, and an emerald. And then to craft the waystone itself, you need 3 obsidian and 3 stone or stone bricks of any kind. So then you go ahead, put that down, give it a name. I named mine Pixieland, because again, unoriginal, uncreative. And then you have a functioning waystone and you can teleport back and forth to wherever. So let's actually get into what this episode is focused on, and that is starting the build of Pixieland. So Pixieland is eventually going to take up pretty much the entirety of this lavender field, and I'll show you guys on the mini map too. I chose this specific biome for a few different reasons. The first is that, one, it's extremely gorgeous and it's beautiful. Like, everything in this area is beautiful. I love the grass color, I love the lavenders, and then it has a lot of nice land features too. Like, there's a beach area that goes into a small ocean, there's a nice sized mountain, so I could do something with that, and then there's a river that runs through it as well. The second reason is that there are a lot of really good resources nearby. There's a dungeon that provides like mob spawners, so you can make grinders. You can also go looting in that dungeon, get some stuff. And then also there's a village really close, so I could make a villager breeder, which I'm planning on doing so I can get some really good villager trades. And the third thing is that it's not too far away from spawn, and it's fairly easy to get here, but it also isn't too close to spawn, and I don't feel like I'm crowding around any other players or encroaching on their territory or anything. So it's pretty much the perfect location for this amusement park. So the first Pixieland attraction that I want to build is going to be like my main storage area, where everything that I have, like all of my farms, all of my mob grinders, all of my villager stuff, everything is going to kind of flow into this one storage area so that everything is all in one place. It's going to be right in the center of Pixieland, and what better thing to have in the center of an amusement park than a giant princess castle? So that's what we're going to be building today. We're going to be building a really nice pastel pink and white castle. I have planned it out in a creative world already, and I think it's going to go really nice. And I've decided to record a time lapse of me building it instead of just showing you the finished product. So here we go. I hope you enjoy. am back. I've done quite a bit since last time I talked. Um, so I have built a lot of the castle, which you guys saw in a time lapse. Unfortunately, the recording got messed up towards the end of it, so you only got to see about half of the time lapse. But I will show you all of the progress that I have made. I ended up running out of resources and supplies to be able to continue building, mainly like bones for the white dye for the concrete. So I decided to make the very first farm that this area is going to see. And if you remember, I mentioned that I wanted this place to have a lot of like farms and technical builds and stuff in it. So this is the very first one, and it is a skeleton spawner, like grinder thing so that I can get bones. I can't get like XP or anything from it, but I don't really think I need to right now. So it's mainly just for resource collecting, and since I've been standing here, I've already gotten this much. It's only 3 minutes, 2 minutes. So I think this is going to be a really great system. And then what else? It also should be generating some wither skeletons too, so I don't know if I will be able to get the skulls just from them being automatically killed here, or if it has to be like players actually killing the wither skeletons to get skulls. But because like with their normally you'd get like these crappy like shields and stuff when you kill these type of skeletons, but since they're just being automatically killed, don't. It's just like the Minecraft mob drops, which is what I want. I don't want any of the extra armor and stuff, but like I see there, that was a wither skeleton, and that means we can also generate a little bit of coal in this, which doesn't look like we are quite yet, but also this is kind of dangerous because I left some gaps there for like viewing purposes, but you can still get kind of shot through them. But sorry, don't mind my voice. It's like a little bit early in the morning right now when I'm recording this. So let's see. I think that's pretty much it for this area. Eventually, I'm going to hook this chest up down here with like some item pathways or something all the way back to the castle. Because the castle, the main purpose that I want for the castle is for it to be a slowness. How the heck did that happen? Oh, must have been one of those arrows or something. Yeah, he's got slowness there. Anyway, the main purpose that I'm going to have for the castle is like my main storage area for pretty much everything that any of the farms in my amusement park area produce. So let me go back up to the surface. I've got enough bones now, hopefully. Let's go back to Pixieland. And let me show you all that I've done with the castle, which is looking really cool, by the way, if I do say so myself. But I made this little staircase up here. I'm going to make another one going down the other side, but I ran out of wood, stone slabs and stuff. So, and then this is the inside so far. There's no back wall yet because, as I said, I ran out of concrete. But the inside is just going to be pretty open and large, and I don't know, I might have like a couple small farms in here, maybe like a chicken farm or something to get some like food production in this area. I could possibly do like an AFK fishing farm, stuff like that. But most of this area is going to be storage, and then eventually, man, laggy right here. Eventually, I'm going to have like a staircase up to this second floor, which is also going to be more storage. And then up here is just a little balcony area. I don't know if I'm actually going to put anything up here, but I just thought it looked really and then I haven't finished any of the back here, but other than this area that I haven't done, the castle is pretty much complete. I am going to have 2 more towers going up from these 2 corners, but other than that, that's pretty much the castle, which I'm surprised that it didn't take me like 10 years to build this. But I guess it's really good progress so far. Let me put that over here. My other one got blown up by a creeper. I don't remember if I brought one over now or not. Oh wait, yeah, I put it in here. So I'm gonna sleep real quick so we don't get more creepers. but I'm gonna go ahead and finish up what I can of the castle, at least get like a little bit of an enclosed area down here that we're a little bit more protected. Oh, and I've also made a basement. I don't really know what the basement would be used for quite yet, but I dug it out anyway. It's here if I want to do something. So, I was thinking originally that like I was going to have the killing stations for all the farms like come this way, like just have all the mobs being transported by water streams to this area, and it would be like a killing lab down here, I guess. I don't know. Which sounds really dark and gruesome. That's like so. But it was the spawners are like too far away to be loaded when I do that. Why particular area so laggy? I don't know what would be causing it. Like there's nothing around here other than like slabs and walls and blocks. Like it's not. Anyway, I'm gonna try to finish up this castle, and then I might try to hook up the spawner to the castle, like little tiny storage area, or at least start planning out. Because it's going to have like some item filters, which I don't really know how to do that quite yet, so we're gonna have to figure that out as we go. But I kind of am thinking I'm gonna do a lot of like those glass item elevators, and it would be kind of cool to have them like visible in this area or something, or like going up through the towers is kind of what I had imagined. Just like yeah, I guess just going up through the towers, having those item elevators, and then like the actual storage could be this part of the building. I don't know. I'll have to kind of figure it out, I guess. Um, anyway, I'm gonna get making some more concrete, and try to finish up the majority of this. Alright guys, I am back, after quite a bit of planning and struggling because I did not really think this area through very much when I was building it. I was more thinking of the exterior, which looks gorgeous, but then the interior is very weirdly shaped, so it was kind of hard to figure out how exactly I was going to fit in a storage system in here. I think I've finally figured it out. And this jumbled mess in front of your screen right now is just the planning stage. None of this is going to stay here. None of this cobblestone or spruce is going to stay here. Let me kind of walk you through what I'm thinking. So, because this is going to be like a theme park or amusement park, it is going to be open to public of the server, but I don't want the actual storage systems and stuff accessible to else. This is my personal stuff. So I'm thinking I'm going to use either glass panes or just regular glass and kind of make this a solid glass wall or like tunnel basically going straight through. People can walk in here and they can see like the chests and the redstone and whatever, but it's just going to be like a way to pass through, not going to actually be any sort of area in here that they can go into. And then for me to get in, there is this molasses doors, and you can actually make doors with like codes on them. So I would make myself a coded door and not share the code with anybody ever, so that it is completely protected, so only I could get in. So what I'm thinking is I will have well, I have this staircase here, but I might get rid of this, because I'm thinking what I'm going to do is make some waterfalls in these pillars here. I can just kind of float up the waterfalls. Like, obviously I can also fly, but if I were ever to lose my wings or if my grid power stopped working, I definitely want another way to get up here. So I'm thinking this little space up here. Oh, hello, zombie. You definitely not invited this time. I'm thinking this little space up here is going to be like the actual area that I decorate, try to make look nice, like a bedroom. because I want some part of this castle to be kind of a normal looking castle type place, but yeah, it's more for the storage purposes. So this is the little section that I think is for decorating, and then down below where I've already started working on stuff, I think I would have the waterfalls in these pillars here, and then I just break open a door, which I have done already over here. This is where the water would be, straight from up here, all the way down to here. And then I'm thinking I want to kind of break open the floor a little bit and have sort of like a watery type of the glass tunnel with like glass on top of it, so it's like you're walking on the water, and then have like a waterfall on each end of the opening, or like down here there'd be a waterfall with like a pond in the middle or something, because I really didn't know what I wanted to do here, but then it just like struck me like, oh, a waterfall would look really cool. So I do that on that end and on the back side here as well. And I just think that would add another color in here. It would look pretty nice. And I think I want to use spring water that is found like in Alps or in the Mystic Grove biome. The same kind that we had used in the dungeon to kind of our health, because I think that water looks really pretty, and it would be also nice to have something here to generate my health if I ever needed it. I think that's the game plan. So I am using a design by Impulse SV, who's a popular Minecraft person on the internet. So I'll put the video down below. I'm sure a lot of you guys probably have seen this design before, because it's really simple and popular for survival design. So I'll put that video in the description if you want to check it out for yourself. But basically, I have a little like mock-up version of the circuits that it needs right here, which is totally not actual redstone. I'm just using the redstone to mark out where it would be going. So the spruce wood represents a chest, so there will be a double chest here, then a double trapped chest right here, then a normal one, and then a trapped one, and that lets you put them right next to each other like I've done in my house with the birch chests. And then the cobblestone represents hoppers, quite a bit of, but I think I'll be okay, I hope. This pink pillar here is going to be an item elevator, and it's going to be out of pink glass. So it will come all the way up through the floor, go up here to, whoa, why did I stop flying? I did not mean to do that. Go up here, and then the stuff will be caught by hoppers, and head over this direction. So the way this is going to flow is it's going to go from the item elevator over here all the way to this side. Then it will go straight down, I believe, which I think I might have to put out one, because this would be the redstone for the actual sorting system itself. But I think if I were to take this, I don't have an axe on me because mine's almost broken, so I don't want to accidentally break it. So if I were to take this and move the hoppers over one space, then they would flow down through the floor and then go to this direction. And then they'd go back here, drop down through the floor again, where I don't know where they'd go. This would be like all of the reject items, like if there was a random piece of like grass or something that's not in a storage chest at all, it would like overflow into here, or if I accidentally put like my pickaxe or something in the sorting system. And obviously I'm not gonna have a diamond pickaxe chest, so it would just overflow. And I'm thinking I will just collect all of those items, and then if there is like extra stuff that, or maybe, like I want these two halves, because I am gonna build the same thing that I do over here is going to be built on the other side. So we'll have like 4 kind of sections, but this side is all linked up together, and then the side will all link up together. I'd like it so that they'd all be totally combined. I'm going to have to do a little bit more planning to figure out how to wire both of these up together, because I do want to have a like continuous system so that like stuff filters the entire thing and then gets ejected down here somewhere. I feel like it might be better for me to build this side first, because based on the map location everything else. The dungeon that I'm using the spawners from is over here. The village is over here that I could use village breeding stuff. And even if I were to build like a separate area, it probably would be lines of this space as well. So it might be better to have all of the initial items flow to this side, and then any of the overflow items to flow over to this side. I think that makes sense in my head, I hope. I'm gonna go get some of the stuff to build this. I'll leave this side as kind of the template design, and I'll start actually building it over here. So let me go get some hoppers and some more redstone stuff, and I will be back shortly. Alright, so I've started doing the circuitry for first part of the storage system here. So I think I've decided I want it to first come up through this side's item elevator, go around into these hoppers, go across like this, then down like this, then through the floor, and then they will be here, this item elevator that will eventually be on this side, and then go up, and then across, and then down, and then across, and then finally into some sort of leftover items chest where there, like, if there's absolutely nowhere where that is stored, then it will be left over in a chest down below. I think that's going to be the best way to do this. It's going to take quite a bit of hoppers, which is a lot of chests, a lot of wood, and it's also a lot of iron, so I'm probably going to have to do a lot of resource gathering, but this is the basic part of the system. So the way this works, I still haven't put in yet, but I will do that in just a second. Get stuff out of these chests. So I believe if I renamed these to filler flowers so that they won't like stack in other lavender or anything. So you take 4 filler objects, just not stackable objects, either another object or you like wooden shovels or something, stuff that won't stack up on each other. Put those in there, taking up every space except for one. And let's say I want to store cobblestone in this one. I'll put a piece of cobblestone in this chest, or in this hopper, say birch logs in. So hopefully what should happen is if I put stuff into this hopper, birch logs will go in this chest, and then cobblestone will go in this chest, and anything else will filter out into this hopper. Let's see if this works. So I'm gonna just put some random stuff in here, and then birch and the cobblestone. So what you should see is that this, oh, did I put them in the wrong spot? I think I did. Where is it all going? Oh, is it all going in here? Okay, crap. I put the filters in the wrong spot. Dang it. So take that back out. Do this right this time. So if I take filler flowers, put them in here, cobblestone, and then if I do put them in the hopper above it, should work this time, I think. Put this in here. Let's see. We'll just put in the birch, cobblestone, and then the spruce. What happens? Should see the birch going. Oh, I forgot. This has to fill up. It'll fill up to like 40 or so items, and then it'll start sending them. Because that's like the maximum. Yep, there it goes. 42. And then when it gets to 42, now it's starting to send them into here. The same thing should be happening with cobblestone, which it looks like it is, and then we should see the cobblestone in here very soon. And then all of the spruce wood and anything else, let me just take like this out and put like redstone blocks in. Also, the redstone blocks should be, yep, they're going into here. Let's see, let's wait for the cobblestone to start going back through, and that's heading in here, and then anything else. Yes, okay, so this is working. So I just need to build, like, I don't know, almost 60 more of these little modules here. So that should be very fun, and I will definitely do that off camera because you guys don't want to sit there and watch me build 60. But that should be good. I will do that later. I don't think it's very important right now. What I do want to do is start digging out area where the items are going to flow in from the skeleton spawner. So I think the best way to do this from what I've seen is to get packed ice, but I've never actually used packed ice before. Well, can you get it? I just genuinely don't know how to get packed ice. So I might have to go search that for a second. But I think the basic thing that you want to do is you put packed ice in the ground and flow water on top of it, and then whenever the water stops, you put a slab there, like a little bit above the ground, sort of like that. So if the water would stop here, then you put a slab there and put water here again, and then the items will flow underneath it. They're going fast enough that they. Pretty sure that's how that works. So we're gonna have to go figure out how to get some packed ice. Hopefully I don't have to find it and mine it up because it's very annoying. But I'm gonna go do that, and in the meantime we can start digging out a tunnel area where items would flow. So let me, if I break one of these blocks, there should be glass above it. Yes. And I think this is okay. Break all 4 of these around here. That item elevator, and then the corners are optional. You don't actually have to fill in the corner type of glass elevator to work. So I don't think I will for now. But let me put this here. This is to mark the center of the item elevator. And then I need to go over to the spawner, see what level that on because I'm not completely sure. And then I'll have to dig a series of tunnels over to here. So that should be a lot of fun. So let's get started on that. Alright, so I am back and I have actually wired up the transport system for all of the items, and I just did the ice tunnel thing. I wanted to use packed ice, but that is only found in the ice spikes biome, so I wasn't able to get that, but I did get some regular ice, and then put those down with water streams, and it's transporting all of the items right here, going through the system and the stream and going up into the item elevator back at the castle. And then hear that clicking back there, that's the dispenser or the dropper dispensing all of those items, and then to turn it off I just turn that lever and then all of the items will stop being dispensed out. So anytime I am like ready to stop farming for skeletons, then I'll turn that off, and it'll stop dispensing items. So I'm gonna just wait the last couple skeletons to be crushed, and I don't think I mentioned this last time, but the way they're actually being killed is with the not entity cramming feature. So if there are 25 entities all in one block, then they'll start being crushed to death basically. So there are actually 24 mine carts all on that block there, so that anytime a 25th thing gets dropped onto that, it starts dying. So that's the way that's being killed, and it's relatively simple to make, and like it won't lose drops. So that's why I have chosen the system. But I think that should be pretty good. So I'm gonna turn that off now. Those last couple skeletons, the drops will just next time fence are on. But I want to actually go and I'm first going to go check around here for other spawners that maybe we can get some other ones in this area that for like creepers or spiders maybe, that we can like AFK in one spot and get multiple farms at the same time. But then I'm also going to check up above and see if the items from here have made it all the way to the castle. So I will check back if I find any other spawners close by. Here's actually here. This one is zombies. It's not particularly useful, but I'll just keep checking around here, seeing what I find. Alright, I've just found this spider spawner, which is really awesome, and it's actually kind of far away from the other spawner, so if I can find a closer one, I'll definitely do that. But at least we found one, so we can use this if we. I'm going to keep checking around, and I will let you know if I find any more. So one of the spawners that I really wanted to find was a creeper spawner, but I didn't know that they have TNT under them, so as soon as I found the first one, the group of creepers huddled in the corner blew up, and the TNT activated, and then the spawner was gone. So that was kind of annoying. And I was really worried that I wouldn't find another creeper spawner, but I did find one, which I was really happy about. And there's a spider spawner, a skeleton spawner, and a zombie spawner all like right there. So I could make a quadruple mob grinder, which would be so awesome. I decided to be a lot more careful this time, and I dug underneath the spawner and got rid of all the TNT. So at least if a creeper did happen to blow up, none of the TNT would be there to cause even more destruction. After I did that, I needed to light up the spawner room so that no more creepers would spawn, but I didn't want to just run in there because there were a lot of creepers that were already in there, and that would have been a disaster. So I dug up and went around the top edge of the room and put torches on the walls that way. And that made it so no more creepers could spawn. And then after getting rid of the ones that were already in there, I ran in and immediately lit up every single area that looked even a little tiny bit darker than the rest, just to make sure that there was no possible way another creeper could spawn in there. So that whole situation was completely stressful, and I constantly felt like any wrong move, something would blow up and everything would be over. So I'm really glad that it went well. And after that, I was absolutely exhausted, and I was like, okay, you know what? I'm ending the episode right here in this dungeon because I can't even be bothered to go back up to my castle. So that's what I did. I decided to end the episode there. I was really happy with all the progress that had been made in this episode, and I felt like it was just a good place to end. So thank you guys so much for watching this episode. If you are new to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe, and I will see you next time.